Greetings, viewers, NYC Resistance. So on this night, I come across two NYPD cops that have just stopped a car in the Bronx, close to 3rd Avenue. And as you can see, the occupants are two young Latino males. You can't see the other one because it's being obstructed by the police cruiser, but you see that black cop with the mohawk. He's searching through the vehicle, looking for something, any reason to take these two young men into custody. That goes towards his monthly arrest quota. So I'm just showing y'all this because in my mind, I'd have to be crazy if I thought this was gonna stop after all this time, after the plethora of videos that you could find on YouTube and throughout the internet of NYPD violating the rights of young black males, young Latinos, and people of color all throughout New York City. The wealth of evidence, even a federal judge ruling this unconstitutional and then her ruling being overturned. This should tell anybody with any level of common sense that the NYPD has no intention of stopping this because it's just too profitable. It's just too much money in it. How hard do we have to work to make $150 where the NYPD can just write on a little yellow piece of paper or a pink piece of paper, we summons you to show up in criminal court or traffic court, and then next thing you know, some judge is telling you how much you have to pay to be forgiven and have your privileges restored in the freest country in the world. Does that make sense to you? This whole freedom thing is a sham. It's a charade. These are liars. These are criminals. That's why they suppress your right to bear arms. They suppress your right to defend yourself in New York City, so they'll have a monopoly on force. They'll have a monopoly on safety and security. You have to depend on criminals and liars for the safety of yourself and the safety of your family. This is what happens when you ignore the supreme law of the land, which is the Constitution. The right to bear arms, the right that protects you against illegal search and seizure. You see what I'm saying? That's why they have the whole everyone in New York City living in fear of young black men and young Latinos through their sophisticated propaganda machine, through the gangster rap videos that are financed by rich Jewish people, by the news media, by the newspapers, by all these sitcom shows like Rookie Blue, where all the little kids have guns and drugs and the cops are just trying to help them, and the cops are always being framed and misunderstood or set up. And look how much money they're spending in propaganda to lie to you, so you ignore reality. So you ignore what you're seeing right in front of your face. I just want to show everybody, stop and frisk is not gonna end. I don't care what court you go to, federal court, Supreme Court, galactic court, is not gonna end. You see those two young men, they're released back into the vehicle because the NYPD cops, their reasonable suspicion, their probable cause yielded nothing. Once again, 5 million times this has happened. It's yielded nothing. Just innocent people being stopped and frisked, treated like criminals, terrorized, tormented, harassed, threatened, sometimes beat up, sometimes murdered. For no reason, just because the cops look down at you, just because you don't live in Long Island or you don't live in Breezy Point, Queens, where they have houses with front lawns and backyards and their kids go to decent schools and they give you the trash, they give you the filth. No budget for your schools, all the hospitals closing. They keep it all for themselves and have you living in these wretched conditions. You see, cop says, hold on one second, I'll get right back to you. So these young men that were just prime suspects outside their vehicle while it was being searched like criminals, like they did something, the cop just leaves them alone, just leaves them and boards the bus to terrorize the peons that are traveling on a city bus. They couldn't get an arrest, from that traffic stop, so now they're going to board the bus and see if they could drag somebody off the bus in handcuffs. This is what you get when you give the right to protect yourself. You understand me? When law-abiding citizens are armed, crime is low. When people are disarmed, crime is high because criminals don't follow laws. Criminals are always going to be armed. You see what I'm saying? Drugs are illegal. Does that stop people from getting drugs? No, but they want to make guns illegal. You know why? Because they want to have a monopoly on safety and security, so you have to be dependent on them for protection. You see what I'm saying? Then when you complain about it, not even complain about it, then when you expose their their criminality, they want to say, oh, you hate cops, and call you a criminal for exposing them. You see what I'm saying? They just violated these people's Fourth Amendment right. They just violated the supreme law of the land, which is the Constitution. All these law books that came after the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Those are all null and void compared to the Constitution. These people are criminals that use fear-mongering, propaganda, so they can hunt people. You see, they just violated these young men rights, and now on top of this, they're gonna get a summons to appear in criminal court. You see what I'm saying? So now if those two young men don't answer the summons, now there'll be a warrant for their arrest. So next time they're stopped, they'll be arrested, put into a cage, and the taxpayers got to pay to house them. You see what I'm saying? This is all a scam. I mean, this is like a multi-billion-dollar business. You know what I mean? The judges, the lawyers, the cops, they all make money off of this. They're not doing this because they're good Samaritans. They're not doing this because it's charity work. These are not volunteers. These people are getting paid. You see what I'm saying? And the moment they stop getting paid, the second you take all the money out of this is the second they'll stop doing it. But it's too damn profitable. And the only way we're going to stop this is if we come together. You see, the courts ain't going to do it. The police ain't going to stop it. We got to do it. We got to come together. You know what I'm saying? I need everybody's suggestions. I need your comments. I need your inputs. Your input. You know what I mean? I don't have all the answers. But together, yo, we can stop this. If you got video footage, send it to me. Let's talk about this. Let's open this up. This is not my channel. This is our channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's put an end to this. No silent marches anymore. No protests no more. It's time for some action, man. We got to stop this. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.